JC.
September 2012, I got my very first job. I loved it. I still do kind of like it. I'm still with the same company, who shall remain nameless. But however, I started September 2013. I was getting abused verbally from a certain manager. She was very threatening, and she always singled me out. I don't know exactly what I did per se, but anytime I tried to go to another manager about it, it was, "You're making it up, you're making it up." Because this manager had been with the company for so long. So I got fed up with it, so I decided to leave that particular store, and I suffered workplace bullying. I didn't think this was possible. I just thought when somebody would say something about it, okay, maybe you're just not doing what they asked. But I realized that there's a certain limit to just being told what to do and actually being bullied at work. I did not know this, but in the U.S., 1 in 6 workers are victims of workplace bullying. Make sure you don't get this confused with bullying and just being told what to do. Now, if you're being threatened and just verbally abused and always singled out, then you know you're being bullied. Now, if your manager is just giving you constructive criticism, that's different. I'm going to talk about the difficulties of the workplace, the negative effects on the employees and the company, and the factors and the solutions. Difficulties of the workplace. It is costly for the company because you're going to have multiple people leaving the company, which is what happened with the company that I was with. They had multiple people leaving like all the time, and so there was constant hires, and this causes a loss of productivity because you're losing so many people and you have to retrain people. You have a possibility of lawsuits because someone is eventually going to step out. Like I said, they're going to be unable to keep good staff, and this can, for me, I loved the job, but then eventually I got very stressed about it. I didn't call off a lot, but I did. Like I said, I became very stressed, and you'll have financial problems from missing work, and if you're missing work, obviously if you don't go to work, you're going to be missing work, and reduced self-esteem. And according to the Workplace Bullying Institute, the top health consequences are severe anxiety, sleep disruption, and loss of concentration. And the factors from the work is sometimes there's an organizational culture. If one person starts bullying, it can lead to like other people doing it and not realizing it. If they're an exposed victim, like they say, if you're seen as weak, they may pick on you for that. It can also be deficiencies in leadership behavior. That manager may not know how to actually be a constructive leader without actually being mean and being a bully. For the person, it can just depend on the gender. Like, more females are likely to become bullied than the males. If you're poorly paid, obviously, if managers, a manager has a higher position, so it's like looking down on the smaller people per se. It's based on race and ethnicity. And you may be bullied because if you threaten their security, then they're going to come after you. And I think that's kind of maybe what I did, and I didn't realize it. But, yeah. The solution, I believe that we should have cameras in the workplace because this can actually prove that it's happening, and it can help protect the employees. And if it's seen, then maybe more people will come out and say, yes, this has happened, and speak against it, because this is starting to become more relevant to today because it's happening a lot more. We hear about bullying a lot, especially now with workplace, schools, and cameras can just help prove that this has happened and this is what happened and who was there. We also should have, companies could have a zero tolerance policy, not allowing it at all. We could have violence protection or prevention program, so we can actually educate people what it is so they don't get it confused and actually think that something has happened that may not really follow the guidelines. And we should actually, and people that do step out, sometimes the companies themselves are not actually investigating. So with this, we should also enforce that it's being investigated. I believe, to conclude, I believe that cameras should definitely be implemented in the workplace, because this could have probably prevented me from being bullied if my other managers could actually see how I was being treated. And yeah. And 1 in 6 people will be bullied, so try to make sure that you're educated, and if you see it happening, please stop it. Because if somebody could have actually helped me out, it could have probably prevented me from being bullied at work as well. Thank you.